Hey y'all, what's up? Janae here. This is The Traitors, season 4, episode 6. So they was teasing us a little bit in the beginning because the first week they dropped the first 3 episodes. Then the following week they dropped 2 episodes. Now they're just going to be dropping 1 episode until we get to the finale and the reunion. So we just got 1 episode to work with, which is great because I don't have to take a crap load of notes. But let's just go ahead and get into it. It is breakfast time at the castle, and we finally get to see if anybody took a shield. So, will anybody be murdered or not? So, great, great, great. Everybody's coming in. Everybody's coming in. And we have everybody at the table. Nobody got murdered last night. Woo! So that's great. That's excellent. But Colton is starting this thing going. He's getting into Renda's ear about Lisa. So, but everybody is still on Ron. Ron. Ron's a traitor. Ron's a traitor. Ron's a traitor. All because he got the Portia thing wrong. And at this time of me watching the show, I'm thinking it's going to be Ron that gets banished. Um, but they're getting ready to go to their mission and all that stuff. And Colton's in the car trying to put the plug in about Lisa. And he says, in the event that he is murdered that night, it's Lisa. So, so remember, Lisa was like, he's trouble. We gotta get rid of him and all that stuff. But he's already putting it out there because he's on to her. He's like, if anything happens to me, it's Lisa. Lisa's a traitor, which we know she is. And I don't know about y'all this season. I am rooting for the traitors, maybe because Candace. Okay, Candace wasn't my favorite on Real Housewives of Potomac, but she plays this game so damn good. Anyway, let's go ahead. let's go ahead. So they have this mission where they're in like this little shack or whatever. This is scary ass shack, and there are graves outside, and they get clues onto like the person's name that they have to find in the grave, and they go to the grave and they locate the person's grave that adds $3,000 to the pot. So the first thing, the first clue was like a seance type thing. Like they um they located the letters, in the seance where they're like, oh, find this thing or whatever. So the thing was, going to locate the letters, and it came in mixed up, and the name was Lisa Black. Or was that the first name? Anyway, I know the last name was Black, and they said Clark at first. So Candace and I believe it was Mora. I don't remember. Candace and Mora, they went out and because they were freaked out about being in there. And they find Lisa Black, but it was Clark. So when you find the correct thing, the hand comes out the grave, which I would have been like, oh, hell no. The hand comes out the grave and, gives you the money or whatever. So they were at the wrong grave. They tried to go to the correct grave, but the hand took it back. They were too late. They missed out on that. Everybody else got the correct names and all that stuff. There was one that came out in blood, freaky, and whatever. So they get like $15,000 to add to the prize pot. So, oh, and then they had more shields. So they said if nobody takes a shield, the traders can. Yes, if no one takes a shield, the traders can murder. Is that right? I believe so. But yeah, if nobody takes a shield, the traders can murder for that night. Nobody took a shield. So, yay. Woo! Oh, no, I had it mixed up. So, whoever grabbed the shield, because there were shields, whoever grabbed the shield was safe from elimination, safe from murder. But nobody took a shield, so anybody's up for murder. This is when it gets good. Now, now you know the deal. They go back to the house. They're talking. They eat and all that stuff before the round table. And Colton does a crazy move, a crazy move. He is like, oh, he goes up straight up to Lisa and he's like, I can protect you at the round table if you can protect me in the turret. Lisa's like, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I am a faithful. Da, 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 da. But this at this point, I'm like, oh crap, because if Colton gets at this time, I'm thinking if Colton gets murdered, and they're already gonna be like, okay, Lisa, because he's already been putting the bug in their ear that if something happens to me, it's Lisa, it's Lisa, baby Lisa. Anyway, so we get to the round table, and here we go again with Ron. I think you're a traitor. I think you're a traitor. Ron makes a great point. He's like, just because I got it wrong with Portia, now everybody hates me. And but they voted out Michael and it was okay because nobody liked him. Exactly. That's what I've been saying this whole time. I'm like, damn, y'all gonna let Ron y'all gonna be mad at Ron for this one mistake about getting rid of Portia too early. And y'all not coming for Eric. Y'all not like, well, damn, I think Eric's a traitor. You know what I mean? But anyway, so Ron at this point, Ron knows it's more than likely gonna be him. So he's like, well, can I say bye to everybody in advance? He starts giving good graces to everybody. He's like, Natalie, I think you're awesome. More, you're great. Jam Jam, keep doing your thing. Da da da. Like, and then Natalie is like, oh snap! I don't think he's a traitor. I don't think he's a traitor. I don't think he's a traitor. And Rob is like, he's not. Like, or Rob is like, I don't think so either. Rob, he's the other traitor. So Rob is also torn because he's built a relationship with both Colton and Rob. And at this time, those are the names that are coming across the table. Colton and Ron. Sorry, Ron. So Rob is a little torn. He's like, oh my God, like, I don't want to vote for either one of these guys and all that stuff. So then Colton is like, I'm gonna just say it. I think it's Lisa, and Lisa's like, you're wrong. Da, 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 da. And so the voting begins. So we start seeing Rob's name, we start seeing Colton's name, we start seeing Lisa's name. Then we get to Rob. At this point, it is really neck and neck between Ron and Colton. No, Ron and Lisa and Colton. I think it's like 5-5 and like 3 for Colton, something like that. But anyway, Rob Rob, I understand why he did it, but I'm just like, damn. Rob, again, was a traitor, votes for his fellow traitor, Lisa. So at this point, Candace and Lisa are like, we cannot trust this guy. We cannot trust him and all that. So in a way, I understand why he did it. He didn't want, anybody to suspect him because nobody at this point suspects him because, and that's the qualities of a good trader. But anyway, so unfortunately, Ron Funches is banished from the round table and goes up to the tape. He goes up to the circle of truth and reveals he is a faithful. Everybody is pissed off. Everybody's shocked because they really thought he was a traitor and he's not. But good for their asses. So remember, Alan was saying they were having a banquet by the end of the episode. There's going to be a big banquet, a big feast. Da, 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 da. What we did not see the night before in the turret is that there will be no murder, but there will be another murder in plain sight at the banquet. I was like, that damn Alan, that damn Alan. So he comes in with this amulet and he's like, one of you are gonna wear this tonight at the banquet and all that stuff. And whoever is the first faithful to touch that amulet will be the one that will be murdered. Genius. Genius. And at this point, I think Lisa agrees to wear it, by the way. I think it's gonna be a female because you know how we are, ladies. See something cute on a like, see a brooch or a necklace, you're like, oh my god, where'd you get that? Can I see? And you touch it, you touch the necklace, whatever it is. So I think a lady's gonna touch it, but we gotta wait till next week. This show, I love this show. I freaking love this show. But that's it, y'all. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are watching Traitors as well, who are you voting for? Or who are you going for? Are you going for the faithfuls or are you going for the traitors? I'm telling you right now, the traitors doing. I just hope they do not fall apart with with what Rob did, because the traitors freaking fell apart last season. They fell the apart, and I was like, oh my God. But anyway, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all on the next video. Later.